Greetings from Concourse E, or Terminal 3 of the Reid International Airport in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today is Tuesday, February 18th, 2025. It is about 3:42 p.m. Pacific time. And we are going to exit the Las Vegas concourse. I was initially going to go down the escalators there, but it looks like we may have to find an alternative escalator, which should be just the next one down. This video is going to try to show you how to get to the public transportation bus if you would like to catch it from the airport while you're in Terminal 3 and then go toward like the Las Vegas Strip, for example. The Terminal 3 consists of the D gates and the E gates. The D gates, if you want to go to them, you can go in that area over there. TSA would be just to our left for the E gates. Yeah, every time I need to connect to Concourse D, I always see this fun little butterfly exhibit. Someone put their balloons up there. I've done a video like this before that shows how to take the bus when you're in Terminal 1, because there's stops at both Terminal 1 and Terminal 3. This one is focusing on let's see here. Can we exit? Yeah, I guess there is an exit right here. Yeah, exit only. I'm not going to film this because there are people here. Okay. Yeah, normally you would take the escalators that I showed at the very beginning of the video. So now we want to look at where ground transportation is. Well, to my recollection, actually, if you're on this level right now, which is the level where TSA is at, we just happen to walk right into the area, find where it says like number 44 on the exit, and let's go straight out. And right there you see there's a thing that says public transit. It looks like it's near Air Canada on the signs outside. I assume these stay consistent. And then you have a crosswalk right here. And then specifically we're going to be taking the CX, which I think is the only bus that comes to this stop. Public transit, the CX, and then you can check where it's going. So it's going to start off at Terminal 3. I believe it then goes, let me actually check. I think it starts off at Terminal 3 and then goes to Terminal 1 after that. I'm checking my bus schedule. Yeah, it starts off at Terminal 3, then it's going to go to Terminal 1. I don't know if it goes from here to here or if it goes like this and loops back around, but it ends up going by UNLV, the transit center. It used to take Tropicana down here, so you would go like by the MGM Grand. Now instead they've made an adjustment I don't know if it was like last year or 2 years ago, where it goes up to Flamingo and instead takes Flamingo down. So if you want to get to the Strip, you're going to be dropped off near Flamingo, Bellagio, Horseshoe, Caesar's Palace, and then from there it continues on. And I'm less familiar with this area, but when it's zoomed in on this view here, it shows you a little bit more of the stuff there. And then it looks like it also takes the interstate US 95 and goes all the way out to there. So it does cover a good amount of distance, but my focus has usually been on just getting to the Strip. And it says it runs every day 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. approximately, I think it's like once an hour almost. And then there's no service from 11 p.m. to 4 a.m. So you do have to keep that in mind. You can purchase fares on board, but every time I make a pit stop in Vegas, I download the Reid RTC app, and I have a little account, and I purchased a 24-hour pass because my layover is going to be 8 hours long roughly, so it makes sense for me to do 24-hour pass. I can go to the strip area for a couple hours and then later on catch a bus back using the same bus pass. Even all of you using 8 hours, it's either you do a 2-hour pass or a 24-hour pass, or a 3-day pass if you're going to be here longer. Now, if a 24-hour pass is $8, a 2-hour pass is $6. I think they do have a thing where a one ride pass is $4, but I haven't quite done that before, so I'm not 100% certain if that applies to every bus system or not. Yeah, but this bus should be coming at 3:58. You can see in the background the T-Mobile Arena and Mandalay Bay. How frequently is this bus on time? That's tough to answer because even though I've taken this route about, I want to say like 6 times in the past, which is a lot for a visitor, it's not like an everyday thing for me to comment on. I will say once or twice I waited for a bus closer to the evening time, and I was like standing there for like 45 minutes, and at that point I only had like a 4-hour layover, so I was getting to the point where I was like, man, I'm eating too much into my time. So I think I ended up calling an audible and doing a lift. But all the times that it does show up on time, it's good because you're only paying, for this case, $8 instead of, let's say it cost 20. Let's be on the lower end and say it's like $20 for a ride to the strip, and then later on a ride back. That's $40 versus $8. So a nice cost savings. And there you go. There's the CX arriving just right on time. So if you enjoyed this video of how to board and get to the CX from Terminal 3, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and we will see you next time. And a quick bonus for those of you who have seen my Terminal 1 video, the CX bus did indeed go there after the fact. That's where it's heading right now. And there's 2 other buses that do connect to Terminal 1 that don't go to Terminal 3. But the CX is the main one you want to take if you're trying to get to the strip. Those other buses would be the 108 or 109.